Okay, here we are. This is time-lapse drawing a 2014 Lotus Elite, lesson 3. And as you can see, I did quite a bit of darkening on this off camera today. I wanted to make sure we got a lot done on camera so you could see what I'm actually doing. But what I did was I darkened up the radiator intake and the intakes to both sides. I put a surround around the left headlight, and now as you see, I'm adding to the driver's side fender. And the reason I'm doing it this way is there's a part on the body that you can't very easily see. It's an air passage that comes from the engine heat and underneath the wheel well and comes out the side of the car. So what I'm going to have to do is do this in two sections. The part that I'm working on now up to the line that you see that is at the rear there, right about there, is on the outside, and then to the inside of it is where the air actually comes out. It's exhausting high temp air. And okay, we're just about done there. Now that's the part that's the outer part of the body. Now behind that, I'm going to darken it up slightly, and that's going to show the shadow. There you can see that is darker. That's showing the shadow left behind it. So now, as you can see, I'm putting that area in that is actually sucked in, kind of, if you take that meaning by that. And here we go. I'm working on it toward the back, and I'm going to do all of it back to the rear fender. I won't have time enough to completely finish the whole thing, but I wanted to add a significant amount of the body on it today so you'd see how the thing is progressing. And you see I also did a little bit on the inside of the wheel, on the front wheel anyway. Okay, and I'm reserving the area down below this that you see. That's going to be a highlight that's caught by the light that's up above, so that's why I'm not going any lower than I am. All right, now you can see the shadowing up toward the front there too, that it is darker, and I'm going to darken that up still a little bit more, but it's starting to look like what I want it to. It's a lovely car. I'm just trying to make sure I do justice to it. Okay, and there's a big crease on the side of the body up on the top part too, and that's where I'm preserving that area. You can see the pencil line that I did is a kind of a rough sketch. That's the part that's going to be darkened, and then up above it the sunlight will be glinting off the edge of it, the highlight, so that will be able to let me show that this part is kind of necked in down there below it, and it's in shadow. Okay, still continuing on, and I'm just trying to dot this in so that it looks fairly uniform in color. And I don't want to leave any big blotches of ink or anything on it, but I want it to be dark enough that it'll give me a start. When we get a little bit farther along with the car, then I'll try to decide what the actual final value of it's going to be, and it may be somewhat darker than it is now, but I have to bring the whole car up to its representative value before I can start doing value judgments between them. So I usually start with a base amount of color, and that way that'll let me know which ones can go higher, which ones can go lower. You see the dark, like the air intake, and the shadow that's going to be underneath the car is significantly darker than the body of this car, which is kind of a silver color. So this gives me a way to assess how much farther I can go. Okay, I'm getting down pretty close to the end now. But like I say, I just wanted to give you enough idea of where we're going with this so that you'll be able to see. I have some more to do up and over the rear fender tomorrow, and that'll explain this part quite a bit better. But I'm definitely making progress on it, and this is just such a gorgeous car that I think it's going to look really terrific. It's really cool car. I don't know much about it yet. I'm hoping to learn more about it. But anyway, okay, we're just about done, and we'll do a lot more inking on the body tomorrow, and you'll see it start to really come along. I hope to see you back here then. Thank you very much. Goodbye.